So this idiot starts his new program with take 2. Let's see if I can make it work this time. Welcome back to the railway room. It's been a long time since I've been here, or seems like it. It's funny, when you go away for a week, if that holiday straddles a weekend, you're more or less out of action for a fortnight at least. So anyway, I'm back now and been looking at the layout and excuse me. As with most model railway makers, builders, call them what you like, I ain't happy with it. Something fundamentally wrong with the street. I put all them buildings out there just for the sake of creating a street, but I've got other buildings that I think really over a course of time I'm going to need to get them all out, see exactly what I've got and see if I can arrange them a little bit better. I still haven't really got a final idea of how the scene's going to work out, but you do get the idea though that modelling in 00, while it's nice, and for me with fat fingers it's a good scale, a board that's sort of 6'6", I suppose, by 6 foot isn't anywhere near enough. Excuse me for this cough, I don't know where it's come from. Anyway, I've been having a good look at it and I've been thinking the platforms are looking a bit bare. So as part of the station and the unboxing today, I'm going to show you something because I made a purchase. Here it is. They look rather garish, don't they? Now, I bought these because they fit the Hornby platforms nice and neatly. They do look a little bit ultra modern, but they are quite applicable to the 1950s, believe it or not. So I'm going to open the box here and immediately drop one of the items. So I'll turn it over, and here we have these platform canopies. Now these supports, believe it or not, are die cast. What I don't understand is, although I got these for what I consider a reasonable price, what I was prepared to pay for them at the most, some of these things are going for 28, 30 quid or more. I don't know if they're considered collector's items or what. But anyway, what you get in the pack is 2. And my station really is based on something that would have been Great Western in origin. But of course, during the 50s, 60s, British Railways came along and they would reuse things from elsewhere or use a design from one region that will go on to another one. And somehow or other we required here these green supports and these rather garish yellow platform canopies. I suppose in theory I could repaint them, but I don't think I will because I prefer to keep them as they come. So I'm now going to put these together and we'll fit them on the platform and see how it looks. That's on the newly extended platform. For the main original platform, oh, let's reach over there. I bought 2 wheels kits, which will produce platform canopies somewhat akin more to GWR fashion. So that's another project for winter. I'm not very good with things like that, so I could mess it up completely. Anyway, let's deal with this one and let's see how we put it together, shall we? This is awkward, this is. I'm standing behind the blooming camera trying to do this for you. Right, the only thing I can think of is that they're going to go in a little bit like that. Will they clip into place? Yes, they just clip into place there like that. And the other one's going to go in here. That's one. I'll do the other one in just a second. And then let's take you around the platform and see how they fit. You'll see with these Hornby platforms there are already places in the platform for them to fit if they don't fall out. Right, let's pop that back in again. Come on now, don't be silly on me. So hold that up there like that. Will they go in easily on this one? It should do. There we are. That's one. And now let's pop the second one into place. That might need a little bit of adjustment there. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, cozy. How is it? How is it indeed that sometimes even the most simple looking of things can be the most difficult to put together? Anyway, there we go. There's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. That one's decided it's going to be awkward. But we're there now, I think. I can sort them out later. Excuse me. And there we are. The platform now has two canopies and is looking a little bit more like a railway platform. Oops, I've moved the gents' toilet while I've been doing that. There we go. Now, like I said, it looks a bit garish, but in the 1950s and 60s, British railway stations did become a bit garish looking. But it's there and it reflects what would have happened, so there's a bit of shelter for people, that's the main thing. And once I get the shelters up on the other side, it's going to look even more like a station, isn't it? But we need to move on to another unboxing and another little story, so here we go. Now, I've been unboxing since this little series started. Made a problem for my own back, and I'm doing one every fortnight now, but there we go. I've mainly spoken about and shown you locomotives. My interest is not just prototypes, but also first generation diesels, multiple units as well as locomotives. And at the time of the British Rail Modernisation Plan, as well as locomotives, they also wanted multiple units. And there were a number of manufacturers that provided very lightweight diesel multiple units because the railways hadn't produced any specs by then. So once again, like some of the prototype diesel locomotives, the manufacturers came up with their own design, offered it to British Rail, and we'll see what happened. One of those manufacturers was Metropolitan Camel, better known as Metro Camel. And they came up with a lightweight design. British Rail ordered quite a few of those units. They lasted until about 1969, but they couldn't work with any other units apart from their own. They were never given what most railway enthusiasts now know as a TOPS number, but the later production ones were given the TOPS number class 101 and 102, although most of us would know all of them as class 101, and the last one of them didn't run until 2003, and that they were all built during the late 1950s. Absolutely incredible when you think about it. And several manufacturers have made models, including Lima, and I've managed to get hold of this now. Fingers crossed it works. I have run it once before and it seemed to be okay, but because it's made by Lima, what the gentleman who sold it to me had done, he has hardwired a DCC chip into it. So we'll unbox it. It's a 3-car set. It represents a class 101, not the lightweight. And let's see if it runs all right, shall we? So let's. Yeah, this isn't going to be easy, is it? Never mind. Never mind. As I say, these were okay, these 101s, but the earlier lightweight ones, they had non-standard couplings, so they couldn't really work with much else. Now, those of you again of an age will have seen this working almost anywhere in the country except for the southern region. But I think even 1 or 2 of the units in the bottom part of East Anglia eventually ended up in Network South East livery. But I'm going to take this car out. This is a non-powered car. But here we have the typical, I've always said that a rather austere looking end. What's its destination say there? Blackpool. Well, there you go. We're off to the beach for the day. Quite a nice detailing by Lima. I mean, considering this set is probably 20 years old or more, maybe a little bit older than that. That's not bad, is it? And it's obviously in very good condition. So I've got that. The other one is obviously the motor coach. And if we undo this one, they don't make it easy to get things out, do they? They never did, even in them days. Because they came in 2, 3 and 4 car formations, some power twins, some not. But this is rather pleasant, and I don't know if you can see that, but it has seats inside it. I don't know where the toilets are. Can't see a toilet. I presume that that's meant to be up here somewhere. But never mind. A little bit of white stuff. Oh no, there is a toilet. Look. There we are. It's got a toilet. I think there's only one. Oh no, there's another one here. Look. I wonder if the let's have a look at the driving motor. No, that hasn't. So in the train you got 2 toilets, so you're fine. Right, let's get it on the track and see if I can get it to move. Well, there it is, sitting in the platform. Looks rather nice, doesn't it? I have to be very careful with this one because obviously the motor is old and not really designed for DCC operation. If you put too much gas in it, as it were, it will take off like a rocket. But let's give it a go, and I think it looks rather smart. So let's get it moving, shall we? That certainly responded quite well, didn't it? Nice, slow pull away. I don't want to do it too fast because we don't want any derailments. There we go. Guess what? It's uncoupled. Just too far to me to reach. There we go. And now it's decided that it's going to be naughty. Look at that speed with which that goes if you're not careful. Now to put it at a better speed. Now you've seen the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. But we will reverse direction, and let's just see if it will do as well in reverse. I don't really like, as it's not got two power cars, these things aren't really designed for push-pull operation. So we'll just send it round at a gentle speed. All good so far. And that's it. That is the Lima model. You can buy new Bachmann versions, you can buy new Hornby versions. Sometimes it's nice to have an older version. And as I say, I rather like the colour scheme that Lima put onto this. I think it looks very smart. And there's quite a few more multiple units to come over the course of time, so plenty to keep you occupied. The story of the DMUs has only just begun, really. So let's take it out the station, run it back into the holding sidings, and bring the video to a halt for today. Yes, I'm very pleased with that. So, thank you for watching. As you probably well know by now, this is a totally naff amateur effort, but if it's given you a bit of pleasure seeing how an idiot makes a model railway, then I'm happy. It keeps me occupied. So we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time. If by any strange chance you actually do like what I'm doing, as they say in the trade, and I'm not in the YouTube trade, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and that way you'll get notified when any of the new videos comes out. It also means that other people are unfortunate enough to be recommended to look at these. On their own heads be it. So cheerio for now, see you next time.